Today on Access America, we'll visit Orlando International Airport for an in-depth look at how airport staff and Delta Airlines assist passengers with special needs. And if you're looking to rent an accessible van in Orlando, you'll need to look a bit further than the big rental car agencies. All this and more in our special Tips and Techniques feature. Then, Orlando, Florida is best known for its more than 66 attractions and theme parks. But how easy is it for disabled travelers to get around?
I think like the rest of society, we've become more aware about the needs of people who have wheelchairs and other disabilities.
Join Access America as we visit Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and Disney World to find out firsthand about accessibility from park representatives and travelers with disabilities. And take a look at water sports from a new perspective, sitting down. When Access America visits a special clinic for first-time water skiers with disabilities.
If you want to do it, anything can happen. It just doesn't have to be water skiing. It can be life in general. If you want to do it bad enough, it can happen.
Finally, midnight golfing, anyone? Find out why members of the USBGA say blind golf is catching on in Florida and across the nation.
Good boy, Jake.
Stay tuned for these stories and all the information you need to make your next trip to Orlando, Florida, an exciting and accessible journey. Access America. We see the world a whole new way. Skiing is believing.
Skiing is no different from able-bodied skiing.
Coming up on Access America, world-class water skiing champion Ann O'Brien speaks from experience.
If you want to do it bad enough, it can happen.
During our visit to Florida, Access America discovered a whole new approach to water sports at a water skiing clinic sponsored by the Paralyzed Veterans Association just outside Orlando in Deltona, Florida. Here, Ann O'Brien, a longtime national and world disabled water skiing champion, teaches people with disabilities to ski.
If you want to do it, anything can happen. It just doesn't have to be water skiing. It can be life in general. If you want to do it bad enough, it can happen.
With specially adapted water skis called can skis and a little help from volunteers, first-time water skiers learn how to get up, get stable, and ride the wave.
Skiing is no different from able-bodied skiing. We teach basically the same method with a side skier beside the student. My side skiers are able-bodied. We have one on each side. They hold the skier until the rope is tight and then continue stabilizing them until they're up on the water. Once they're stabilized and they're comfortable, the side skiers ski away and the student is on their own.
Under the careful supervision of Ann, people with all types of disabilities can learn to ski. Paraplegics, quadriplegics, amputees, and people with vision impairments have all gotten up on the water. Every skier has differing abilities, and based on their motion and strength, different techniques are used. For those with limited arm movement who can't hold on to a tow rope, a harness is attached to the person, and control of the rope is up to a safety person in the boat. Just like traditional skiing, though, sit skiing takes some practice, and not every skier stays up the entire time.
The main thing to remember is to relax, trust us, trust your side skier. We run a safe program. And even if you're not able to turn yourself upright in the water, my side skiers can do it for them.
Everyone who comes to the clinic gets a chance to ski, even children like Christian Lindsay Molds. Christian is 9 and cannot sit up on his own or hold a tow rope, but that was not a problem. Side skier Matt just gave him some extra help. People come from all over the world to train with Ann at clinics like this one and others sponsored by a variety of organizations. Ann works with both amateurs and world-class disabled athletes like Adrian Green. And according to Adrienne, a water skier from Vancouver, Canada, there's no better way to learn how to ski with a disability than to learn from an instructor who has a disability herself.
I figured I could go to as many schools as I wanted to do, but if I couldn't see somebody actually doing it, then it was no good to me.
Ann's teaching style works for Adrian as it has for hundreds of others. And the most amazing part of it all is the cost. A day spent at one of her water skiing clinics, sponsored by the Paralyzed Veterans Association, will cost you only $5.
I work as a volunteer. I do not charge. All I ask is my expenses are paid, and I will go anywhere and teach for an organization.
A 6-time winner of women's overall at the National Disabled Water Skiing Championships and 2-time winner at Worlds, Ann O'Brien sets the standards in disabled water skiing, and her commitment to personal excellence and helping others achieve is no more apparent than in the attitudes of her students.
I'm very thankful for Ann. If it wasn't for Ann, then I would have never tried skiing. I love it. It's excellent, and it's a massive sense of freedom. You know, to be out of my chair and to be free.